Hi, my name's Denny Bowersox. I'm the founder of Money Growers, a company that's dedicated to helping people become and stay financially fit for the rest of their lives. You'll see some ideas in this video that'll help you end up each month with more money than you end up with bills. And if you want to pursue getting further information, you can actually end up with a lot of money each month. I've researched, taught, written about, and coached families in personal finance for over 20 years. And I found that there are 4 conditions that people get into, that they get trapped in as far as money. If you are in one of these 4 conditions, this video is a must-watch for you. Condition 1 is if you are struggling financially and don't see any way out within the near future, it's time to change. If you are financially healthy today, but are not saving enough money or investing at a high enough interest rate that when your earned income diminishes and you want to retire, you may run out of money before you run out of life. Third, people get fixed in a situation where they're surviving and doing okay financially, but no matter what they try, they never seem to be able to get ahead. And last is the frustration issue that some people have. They are healthy financially, but they can't seem to upgrade their lifestyle to prosperous or wealth. There are also ways to do that if that's what you want to do. We have a program at Money Growers that offers training, coaching, support, but we're very unique in that we offer you a means to add extra income in a simple way to expand on your growth towards well-being financially. During this video, you're going to learn 4 things. 1, why millions and millions of Americans and even more people worldwide struggle financially most of their lives and end up broke. You'll have some questions you can answer during this video that comes from our health checkup, so you can find out, even though you're healthy today financially, will you still be healthy in your future? Third, we'll give you ideas on what you need to do to increase your income and be better off financially. And fourth, you'll learn the 4 ways you can select from in order to become financially free. I hope you watch this video carefully and listen. You get enough out of it so you can make one decision. Is financial change needed and wanted in your life? If it is, you can do something about it. My wish for you is that you and your family live a life in financial comfort, that you learn the new information you need and develop the skills to always be in control, be able to adjust, and be able to raise your standard of living, so no matter what our government, the economy, or the hurdles that face your family financially happen, you can stay in peace of mind. With peace of mind, it allows you to focus on the things that are important in life, such as family, friends, and doing fun things with your family and friends. Let's get going. You want to take a look at the financial reality check and be open with yourself and honest, because in America we don't discuss finances very much with each other. We don't talk about our debt levels and so on and so forth, and yet we didn't get the education that we needed to do that. So what I want to talk about is people that are living paycheck to paycheck. Are you struggling just getting by every month? Are you constantly stressed over money? Are you afraid of short-term retirement? Some people are healthy today financially, but tomorrow, because they haven't saved enough and invested enough, they're going to have trouble getting by and have a comfortable retirement living. Do you want more out of life? I have discovered, and in my book I've written about the 5 lifestyles that you can actually select from to live. One of them is survival level. The second one is control. The third one is a healthy lifestyle financially. The fourth one is prosperity. And the 5th one is wealth. You actually can choose which of those you want, and we're going to be discussing that with you today. And are you in a position where you feel like you can never get ahead? If you are, you're not alone. I think it was the Wall Street Journal recently wrote an article about their estimate of 70 to 90% of Americans that are living paycheck to paycheck and one paycheck away from disaster. So that means there's probably 250 million Americans that are living in the survival level. Let's talk about why people got in that position. If most of the Americans are struggling financially every month, number one, they didn't have the opportunity to get the education and develop the skills needed to properly manage their money. Secondly, they relied too much on debt, which some people have done that. It's easy to get debt. It's easy to create debt. The big banks love to tie you in for zero interest, go up to 9%, and pretty soon you're paying 24%, and it takes forever to get out of debt. Third, some people have made bad buying decisions. I've taught hundreds of students in personal finance over the years, and most of them say, when I was younger, I made a lot of mistakes. And once you make those mistakes and get hindered by debt, it takes a long time to get over that. Some people have leaks and waste in their money usage. Some people are immediate gratification type people or impulse buyers. But even a person that isn't affected by those types of things necessarily, it's very hard to rearrange your finances, again, without the education. A good education in finance includes information, strategies, tools, techniques, systems, development of skills, behavior change, in order to handle your money successfully, and most people never got there. Even the 70 to 90% that are struggling just because of lack of education and our economy, which is automatic, it's not necessarily your fault, it's just something that happened in your life. Then there are certain circumstances that even get worse. They actually take the people that are in survival level and almost bury them for the rest of their life financially. Those are things like loss of job, divorce, high debt level, illness and health care issues, bad spending habits, ex-military personnel that get low-paying or no jobs when they get out, small business owners that are taking most of their retirement savings, their cash flow and their savings and pumping it into their business to just survive as a business, recent graduates from college, which today's economic 50% don't even get jobs or are underemployed, and then last, single parents who have single income, and it's very difficult today to live on a single income. So the question to you is this: are you tired of living with the following? Do you have too much stress because you're running out of money every month? Do you have to borrow to survive, knowing it's going to cost you later because the cost of interest will eat up your future finances? Not knowing how you'll ever have enough money to retire on, or not being able to help fund at least part of your children's college. Other issues are not having enough savings for emergencies or not being able to take nice vacations. If those are causing stress in your life, let's see if we can't get you off the roller coaster of money frustrations and the pain and the madness and the fear and the anxiety that goes with those issues and turn your life around. Without taking the right actions, the problem is we're all going to get further behind, because most people don't want to pay attention to this and don't certainly want to focus on it because they're just in survival mode. But what happens to all of us if we don't take action and make the change and do something about our finances? These issues are going to cause worse problems in the future. Taxes are always going up. Inflation is always going up. Healthcare costs are always going up. The other thing that's happened in our society is that the lack of large pay increases has diminished greatly. Years and years ago, people could move from their job to a supervisor level, to a management level, to a top executive level. Every time they made a job move, even within the same company, they got a 10 or 15 or 20% raise. Those raises aren't there anymore. Second thing is the lack of job mobility. Because of the economy, it squelched the opportunity to move from one company to another very easily. And the problem is that every day that you don't take charge and take the right actions with your finances, you're actually digging a deeper hole for your future. Let's take an honest look at yourself, and I have developed a questionnaire that gives you kind of a health checkup financially. As I'm reading these, please answer these questions, and this is set up around the health level, financial planning, and family. It's not set up around the prosperous or wealthy. So if you're not complying with these things, then that means you could really have some problems in the future. First one is, are you saving 5 to 10% of your income each month? Are you investing at least 5% each month into investments for long-term income producing? Are you on a debt elimination plan to eliminate your debts and become financially free within 7 years? Have you completed a retirement needs assessment and developed your plans to meet those wants and needs for your future? Are you on a plan to set aside the funds to fulfill your future needs and wants? Because again, we have those 5 financial lifestyles that you get to pick from. And the problem is, if you're not meeting these 5 health checkup questions, future is not going to be very good for you. Let's look at some more questions for the health checkup. Do you have at least 4 months of expenses and debt payments and savings? Have you cut your expenses by 5% over the past 6 months? Have you been researching and found ways to cut your taxes in the past year? Are you advanced in your money management skills so you can become free from the financial stress for the rest of your life? And another one is, are you able to teach your children how to become master level financial managers rather than struggle the way you have struggled? How are you doing today? After those checkups, we want to look at the struggle that you're facing due to the lack of money management. And basically there are 9 influences that I want to talk to you about, because this is what you need to do to get out of where you are and get to a higher place financially. Number 1, everybody pays taxes. Number 2, most people have debt. Number 3, we all have expenses. Most of us have leaks and waste that we have in our spending. We have spending habits, which are good or bad. We should have a set-aside account or a forecasting account to put money aside for future needs and wants. Then we have savings, investing, and then the last one of the 9 is free money. And the problem is, most of us never learn to allocate or plan around those 9 and work on reducing them and get to where we want to go. Let's talk next about what you need to do to get ahead financially. Number 1, which most people don't do anything about, is think about how you can cut your income tax. There aren't a lot of ways when you're in survival level, because there's not a lot of extra money to buy things that have write-offs and credits as far as taxes. There's something to keep in the back of your mind to look at. Next, we need to help you get out of debt. The interest is killing your future, as I said. Every penny you pay in interest is taking away some opportunity for investing, and it's also taking away the ability for you to have money in the future to do what you want with it. Third is we need to lower your expenses. How far you need to lower those depends on your ratio of income to what you need and where you want to go. There's always some, probably 5% that you can cut out of your expenses, so you need to take a look at that. Fourth, you need to stop the leaks and the wasting money. All of us have some habits, some things we do that we don't really need to do, but we want to do them, and you have to decide when you're a good money management person, is it logical and is it a need or a want? You need to raise your level of income. I've found over the hundreds of students I've had in the past on personal finance that in order to really get ahead and accelerate their growth and get to that prosperity or wealth level, whichever you choose, you really are going to have some extra income, because most people are living so tight that they don't have the income to pay their debts off fast enough to turn that money into retirement and so on. Save and invest more money each month. You need to work on those 2 things. You need to create and live within a set-aside account. That's what we do with our forecasting in our program. The good money managers can use that forecasting system to predict what their needs and wants are, so the money's always available. They're no longer using credit cards, no longer borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, and so they do have money set aside for those needs and wants. And then we have to work on your setting up your goals, develop some plans, take the right actions, track and monitor the results, modify those plans. You're going to get the results you want. Those are the only ways that you can become skilled enough so that you're not just hoping things change and get better, or like the old goal setting thing that I like to use as an analogy, New Year resolutions. Most people get on those and within 2 weeks they quit. You need to have this a sustained lifestyle change in order to get where you want to go. The other thing that I talk about in the survival level, if that's where you are, or even at the health level at this age in your life, what's going to happen in your future, Without these skills and talents and plans and actions and tracking, what happens to you is the same thing that happens to most of the lottery winners. If you have the mindset and the behaviors and the lack of knowledge to manage your money properly, you can win $50 million and be broke within 2 years. So that's an indication that everybody really needs the skill training and develop the ideas so they can not only survive but grow financially. My goal, again, is to have everybody grow their finances so we become more stable family-wise and we become better at the community and have a different atmosphere in our lives. What are your options at this point? You've heard some things from me, and I hope I haven't been too negative, but I have to be straightforward and honest. And if you've been straightforward and honest with yourself, you can decide now to do one of four things. One of them is to do nothing, stay on the course you're on, and probably live the life of struggle forever. Secondly, you can take a huge responsibility on yourself and try to get through life economically through trial and error. The problem with that system, it takes forever and it's very costly due to many mistakes and bad decisions financially. And so you can get there, but it's going to take a long time. Third one is self-education and self-development. There are some gurus out there. There are a lot of tapes and books you can get. I've written one myself on personal finance. But the problem is, again, it wastes time and money, and there's nobody to give you feedback on your questions you have or the challenges that you are going to come across. And fourth, you can join us at Money Growers to get the education and the skills through the support that we have. And we actually offer you not only the knowledge and the skill development, but coaching to answer your questions and handle your challenges and concerns. We have ongoing support. And the biggest thing we have, which is very unique, is we have a way for you to make some extra money, again, to pay off your debt, fund your retirement, and have more fun, more vacations in life because your financial status will change. Why should you join Money Growers if you decide to do that, if that's the alternative you decide to take? Number one, it's the fastest way to learn and remove the stress if you're stressed by financials. Secondly, you get the support you need to grow to live the lifestyle you want. And again, you can actually pick the prosperity or the wealth if you decide to do so. We can help you get there. Third, our approach is holistic in that you do get the support and the coaching and the income opportunity to go along with it. Fourth, you want to get out of debt as fast as possible. I have taught classes in the past on how to get out of debt in 7 years or less, including your mortgage, but you have to have the funding to be able to do it and the right formula. Next is to get on track for retirement to end up with very comfortable. When you retire, you can actually pick and plan for, you have to be realistic, of course. You can't tell me tomorrow, which I frequently hear in the classes. And then the last one is to take control and have some added income, which will really accelerate your financial growth. Next, we want to look at how does our program work. And what you're going to receive if you decide to join us and work with us is, number one, you will have access to over 25 financial education modules, which will help you to get the education, the information, and the tools you need to develop the skills. Along with that, and those will be done on the internet so that you can do it at your own pace, based on your own needs. You don't have to do these in sequential order. Some of them, a few of them you do, but most of them you can pick and choose. And you can do it at your own pace, and you can do it on your own schedule. We also have ongoing support through emails, which will handle your questions, your challenging, and that's the way we do our coaches' efforts to help you keep going and stay focused on where you're growing. Third, you'll have monthly support group interaction in which you can take part or you can just listen to other people in your situation that are working on their finances and advancing and accelerating their income through helping others. What will you learn if you take our classes and our modules in the learning part of our business? Number one, you'll learn to take control of your finances. 2, how to be debt-free in 7 years or less. How to have extra money every month at the end, how to fund a comfortable retirement program, how to live a prosperous and financially free lifestyle, how to easily add $500 to $1,000 to your income every month without having to go get another job or add more overtime or get a big raise or start a second company or whatever, how to make changes in the shortest time possible with some good support. At this point in time, you're probably questioning what this is all going to cost. I can imagine with the many levels of sophistication we have in our program, along with the coaching and the ongoing support, you're probably figuring it's going to be thousands of dollars. But because I want to help you financially, help your family, and help our communities get healthier economically, I've priced this as low as I can possibly go. Matter of fact, the good news is, if you work with us, this can be free. The way you get the training, the systems, the skill development, and everything we have is $69 up front to join us, so we get you into our computer system, get you into our coaching and our support ongoing internet. Secondly, it's going to make a commitment of $59 a month for up to 12 months, during which time you're going to get, again, those 25 modules to do the training, the ongoing coaching support, and the group support. But the way you get this for free is that I've set this up not as an MLM or a multi-level situation, not as an intensive second or third job. I want this to be very comfortable. I want it to be easy, but I want to create some extra income. And the way I've done that is that if you ask and invite, as I call it, somebody that you know, an acquaintance, a friend, a relative, all you have to do is ask them merely, would you like more money in your life, or would you like to raise your standard of living? If they say yes, invite them to this webinar. For everyone that signs up, you'll get $80 commission for having them help join our situation. Remember that you're really helping them and their family get financially where they want to go, so you're doing them a favor, but you're also making an extra $21 on the first person that signs up a month over the $59 that you're paying. So not only is it free, you're making money, but I think this is a real opportunity if you want $500 to $1,000 extra to get that debt wiped out quickly and have more money to plan on for future needs and wants and so on. If through watching this video you decide that you do want financial changes in your life and you want to join Money Growers as the best and fastest way to get there, there are 3 ways you can do that. If you're watching this on a webinar, you can click on the button below and join now. If you're watching this on a DVD with any other electronic device, you can go to our website, moneygrowers.org. That's moneygrowers.org, and hit the join button there. Or if you have questions, you can email me at denny@moneygrowers.org and get information you need. Again, thank you for the time, and I'm wishing you financial peace be with you.